because I've been out in the cold all day.
Yeah, getting over.
You have been too, but
Getting over the Jim Williams COVID crud.
geez, let me tell you, I even brought a cough drop down, so I won't stop coughing tonight.
I'm in good shape today. I did a bunch of wood splitting yesterday. My back was killing me, so I got some good sleep last night, and I didn't do any wood splitting today. So I still got half a tree to go.
Now, you know, they braced us for a storm, but I never heard it come in. Did you?
Oh yeah, I was up.
Were you up?
Yeah, Ruby and I were up.
Okay, I didn't hear it.
Actually, we just got some heavy rain about 12:30 to 1:32, and then it just kind of petered out. So it was all, I'm happy. Yeah, I don't need any more downed trees around my house.
Well, I went to this morning, you see the breeze in the back there, blowing those trees.
From the 10th story floor in our studio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See it down there?
From the 10th floor, but you can still see it.
Yep. Yeah. Well, what can I tell you? I got a long sleeve shirt on because I couldn't get rid of the chills that I had today from being outside. It says 55 degrees when I go. Okay? So I said to myself, make sure you bring enough. So I brought, a winter hat to cover my ears, brought my gloves, brought a vest. I get there. That wind is blowing about 35 miles an hour.
I know, the wind was brutal this morning.
It went through every piece of clothes I had.
It
was about 1 o'clock maybe when the sun decided to come out. It was still cold.
Yeah. I went outside this morning and I said, nope. And I went back in and just hung out, did Facebook, ate some lunch, and then I went outside and worked around 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that. It warmed up a little bit. Man, that wind, it just goes right through you up here.
Oh, it is brutal.
Yeah.
So anyhow.
I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're having a great time.
Yeah. And of course, all the pollen going around, so your allergies, if you're outside, are kicking in.
Yeah.
I'm going to myself, I can't win this thing.
You can start talking like Sergeant Hank on Chicago PD.
Of course.
Gotta get those son of a bitches and bring them back.
That might end up that way. We got a pretty interesting show tonight. We're doing something a little bit different.
What, we gotta have girls on?
We'll have one.
All right.
Anyhow, now I gotta remember what I wrote down, but first of all, I remember, so don't help me until I screw up.
Oh, you should get the first one.
I did what I said. Old and new bikes.
Okay.
Now, old and new bikes is basically what my old bike was and what my new bike is. Okay? And so, we went to Chattanooga, we picked up the new bike, so we're going to let everybody see what the new bike is. I got to say, it's really cool. When I first took off riding it, I had to get used to it being automatic.
Right. But that was quick, wasn't it?
I took 2 turns. The first I went out to go to the store on it, and I learned a lesson, and that was the windshield air doesn't count for anything.
Really?
It's only about that high.
Oh, yeah.
So I rode out, I had my little half helmet, my glasses on. As soon as I got on the main highway, I couldn't breathe.
Whoa.
At 60 miles an hour, down the wind blows back this way, tearing up everything. So I got to the store, and I was going to run a couple more errands. I said, no, I'm going back. So I came back, and the nice thing coming back, the wind was at my back.
Yeah.
It was bad. So I picked up my other full-face helmet, put that on, went riding. It was great. At least I could breathe and see. But you got to get used to when you're slowing down, because it goes into, it gets to a certain speed and then it just kind of goes down to 0. Well, when you're riding with a clutch, you feather and then you bring it and shift down. So there's no shift, you just hang on and it goes. Anybody we know?
Travis.
Oh, you want to do what?
He says, met the new owners of the Putt Putt on 515. They're actually open now. Cool people too. So he's meeting a lot of locals go to the vape store there.
Yeah, imagine that.
What's the name of that place? Is it just called Vape Store?
Yeah, they're better if you call it a vape store than if you say it's a cannabis store.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, which Crazy John's learning. So anyhow, thing right after that, I didn't put them together, so you're going to have to do some playing with it. While we were in Chattanooga, we met Mitch from Chattanooga Power Sport, Honda Power Sports.
Oh, okay, you're talking about last Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I met Mitch. He's a nice guy.
He is, and he got you a shirt.
He did?
And what they got coming up this Saturday is they're giving away a free, of all things, free gold wing. So we're going to hook that up right after the, old and new bikes. And we'll go into a commercial. Then we're going to do Mandy Rossmeyer, way back when, and I'm going to say probably 7 years ago maybe. We did an interview with her just before Bike Week. Now last week we showed Rossmeyer's place before the Bike Week started, and this is the interview we did with her just before Bike Week. And she was telling us about how her father moved from Beach Street to the new location that they have, 150 acres.
Nice.
So, big. Anyhow, we were back in the, shall we say, the inner sanctum, where they set up the father's office the way it originally was in the other store with all his memorabilia and stuff. And it was really, really good and nice. And then we'll go to a commercial. And then when we come back, I went up online and I'm going to start showing some of the old bikes that I used to have. So I'm stealing stuff from the internet. And this guy is from England, and he is taking out a Norton. And so you're going to hear the English accent and a little bit about the bike and all of that. I had a Norton. Mine was an Atlas, though, so it's a little bit different than the one he had. But the difference in those bikes back then is the shift was on a different side. So
that'd be weird.
Your shift was on the right side, your brake was on the left side.
With the cold, it sounded like your shit is on the left side.
Yeah, your shit is on, that's just about it. But anyhow, he takes it out for a ride, he shows it off, and of all things, after he showed it, it ended up getting sold. So what I'm going to start doing, and I'm going to let you do a couple too, go online and find something funny about bikes that you see on YouTube, and we'll just, pull them down like we do our other stuff, and just show it off. And I can see, I'm worried about what you're going to pull off, but it'll be interesting. And then, let's see, so we're doing that. And then right after that, we are going to do a little thing that we did in your garage. This actually not your garage, it's your band room.
Oh, he shed.
The he shed.
He shed.
And after me, you and Gil, you were nice enough to let me play. You heard me play and you cut me off after about 20 seconds.
Yeah, it was
quick. But
we didn't want you to overshadow Gil and myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyhow, so that's how it's going to be. And then we're going to go up and eat. We'll talk about that a little bit. I got a real surprise for you tonight. How you always surprise me with that one you'll love.
Oh, shit.
No, we're not going to eat shit. I told you that before. Now,
steak and lobster?
No, that's not time. I'll do it after the second commercial.
All right, let's do it.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's
send it.
Go to the old one.
Okay, today we're going to say goodbye to my old ride, my Triumph Rocket 3, which I had and I loved very much, especially when I lived in Florida. But when I came up here to Blue Ridge, Georgia, it was a little bit tougher to handle in the mountains. And so I decided I was going to get myself something a little bit smaller and a little bit lighter. It's going to be 1,200 cc's less, and it's going to be 400 pounds lighter. So let's sit back and see what I got for my new bike. Here we are. We're in Chattanooga, Tennessee. But today, we're buying a Honda. So, let's go in here and say hello. Alright. Well, as we're walking up to the front door, I looked over to the side and I spotted what looked like my new bike. So we took a walk over there, and as we're looking, I bet Clyde that was it. And there it is, sitting outside with my name on it, ready to go. Clyde, I think we found it. That's her.
Ready to go.
Yeah. All right. Let's go in. Well, I have to say, this place is huge. If you ever want to get a good deal, first of all, you got to go to Southern Power Sports in Chattanooga, Tennessee. The guy I worked with was a guy named Mitch, and I got to tell you, he was fantastic. As a matter of fact, we'll have a little thing that he's putting up on the air for this Saturday coming up. So, get a chance, get over there and take a look at them. But look at all those bikes and four-wheelers and everything else. Here we go. All right, we finally got it loaded, strapped down. Clyde's disappointed I'm not riding it home.
Very disappointed.
But to be honest with you, I got a wicked cold and I just don't feel that good. And if it wasn't for Clyde, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, if I have a cold next week, somebody's gonna die.
Linda and Clyde played Rummy Q last night. Linda's got a cold.
And who won?
You and Linda. Anyhow, there we go, folks.
I feel pretty good about that.
The Honda Rebel 1100 DCT, which stands for automatic transmission. And there it is. Okay, we're out of here. Well, it's finally home in my driveway, and I got to tell you, I'm super impressed with it. We came and picked it up on a Thursday. Friday, I couldn't ride it because I didn't have any insurance yet. So I picked up the insurance on Friday afternoon, and off I went on Saturday. Now, I got to tell you, it's quite the experience running the DCT, which is dual clutch transmission, which is basically an automatic motorcycle. You put it in drive and you go. This thing was amazing. It has 4 different settings. It has a sport mode, which is the quickest. I haven't had it in that yet. And then it's got its standard mode, which is pretty quick by itself. And then the last one, I shouldn't say the last one, but then they've got a rain mode, which is if you're riding in the rain, helps you out a little bit. And then the last thing I have is a user mode, which you set up for your own setup the way you want it to run. So here's some pictures of it. I gotta tell you, it's really something. If you get a chance, go out and test ride one of Honda's Rebels 1100 DCT. I'll be honest, I never thought I'd own one, but here it is, and I gotta say, so far, so good. I really like it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you get a chance, go to a Honda dealer and try this thing. It might surprise you. Once I get set up, I'm going to go out and I'll do some demo rides and show you some close-ups on the Honda Rebel 1100 DCT. So thanks for watching. See you later. So we had some fun going, but coming back, you took me a new way.
No, the phone took us a new way.
But that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was good because it was different than the way we went. We came up 60 and kind of went north and around, and on the way home we came down and hit LJ and came up.
And I was telling some guys at the golf course about how we took the Trail of Tears home.
You keep wanting to say Tail of the Dragon, don't you?
I always do.
Trail of Tears, okay.
And he said they've got like a little village there that's off, and you can pull out, and it gives you the whole history of it. So one day maybe we'll have to figure out how we got there.
That's the Indians that they marched them for 1,000,000 miles in the winter.
Marched them all the way to Oklahoma, and this is what the guy told me, because I guess he went to the museum or whatever. Excuse me. He said they took them to Oklahoma, and they gave them all this land. Well, all of a sudden they found gas and oil on them.
Yeah. Ooh, whoopsies.
So they were making so much money, and this is what he told me. He said they were making so much money that they buy a new car, if they ran out of gas, they'd buy another car. And then I guess they finally, somehow the government pushed them off of that land too, I think. But I'm not positive.
I'm positive.
Yeah?
Yeah. was a barren desert, and that's where we sent them.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll like it here. It's cozy.
Yeah.
Well, then they find oil.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a horrible place. We've got another place for you now.
Yep.
We're taking you to Alaska. You're really going to like this.
And it's a short walk.
Oh, yeah, it's a short walk.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what, the poor Indians got shafted.
They did.
All the way around.
No.
Never trust the white man. That's their rule.
Yeah, that's
So-
pretty much it.
Now, this next piece is real short.
Okay.
And this is the one
Where I got to do something?
And you might be there. If you go there, make sure you sign up because you don't have to be there to win. You just got to sign
That's
up.
what he said.
Yeah.
Just sign up. You don't have to be there to win.
Yep. So in Chattanooga, they're having their drawing this Saturday. And I stole this off of, I think it was YouTube. And Mitch was up there talking, but it was real quick.
Okay.
So it might be 30 seconds. It might not be. I don't know. So if you're ready.
Let's see. I got so much work to do to get ready.
I know.
My finger's ready. Shoot it.
Hey everybody, this is Motorcycle Mitch. I'm at Southern Honda Power Sports in beautiful East Ridge, Tennessee. You're not going to believe this. On April 6th, you can come in from 11 to 3 and you can register to win this 2024 Honda Goldwing DCT.
It was quick.
Oh, we're back.
We're back.
Sorry. That was quick.
Yeah.
I just said to you, DCT, so this is a Goldwing with the automatic transmission.
Yeah.
Man, that's going to be a sweet
has a
ride.
reverse in it too.
The what?
The Goldwing has a reverse in it
Oh,
because they're so big and heavy.
they are big and heavy.
But hey, you're probably looking at, I'm going to say at least $30,000 to $35,000 for one of those.
Yeah, you're right. They need a reverse. I've seen those guys pull into a parking place where the parking is a little bit downhill, and then you got to back that sucker out there on their tippy toes trying to push.
I can only tell you this.
Isn't that right? Yeah.
That bike out there is so easy to handle, it's pathetic.
Good.
Because, I mean, I'm so used to fighting to get back to Triumph. I mean, you're pushing and pushing to get it back. And I mean, you're straining. This one, both feet are on the ground, you just back it up a little bit, put it in drive, and it's got a very short turning radius compared to the...
Oh, yeah, you're a Triumph, yeah.
So, it's pretty good. We got some things ordered, and when I get them, you and I are going to get together, we're going to film it and put it on so people can see how to put different things on.
Okay.
It should be easy.
Just to give people an analogy, you used to own, your Triumph was like a locomotive, and what you have now is more like a bicycle. So
it's more like if you go to Blue Ridge and you get on that pedal thing, kind of like the difference.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Big difference. I will say this, of course, you know my wife, she's all nervous, why? Because I want one. I mean, I cannot be without something that takes me around. I don't care if I just go to get milk.
You had a car.
Never mind. Never mind. All right. So, we'll do some stuff with it. And like I said, the windshield definitely needs, and I got a windshield in here. We might see if we can cut it down. I mean, if we wreck it, we wreck it. It's not going to matter because I don't have anything that fits it anymore. But I think we can cut it.
Cut Lexan?
Yeah. You can do it.
No, I don't like
If we break it, we break it.
all my experience with Lexan is not good.
Well, we got the little Dremel and shit. We'll put the tape there around it, then we'll
Yeah. As soon as that Lexan gets hot in one little spot.
It's okay.
Okay.
We'll videotape how we the thing up.
Great.
So, anyhow, that is that. Now, are you ready?
Yeah, can we see the pizza commercial? I'm hungry.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about dinner tonight, too.
Right now?
No, it's a commercial.
Dang. Let's talk about it now.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Welcome to Cuccinella's Pizzeria. We not only do pizza, you should see everything that we have on the menu. You know what? You can get a great salad here. We can also do calzones. My buddy, he loves the lasagna. And guess what? We got the best garlic knots in town. And you know what else I have? Brownies. Stop in, see us. Oh, and you can come in and buy by the slice. The slice is $3. It's ready to go. We open at 11. Come on in.
Well,
You're not used to that, are you?
no, I'm not. Might as well turn the old sound back on. Normally we have a time to take a little break ski there.
Yeah, well, our commercials are going to be pretty quick until we do a couple other things.
Quick, down and dirty.
To answer your question, you want to ask me that question again about the predators?
Yes, I was just saying that you were talking about Shawn getting you some information.
Right, and then I was calling up and getting them some advertising.
And I thought, well, would you just want us to call people in the southern Florida area because it's the predators?
No, basically, give you a prime example. Dog food company. When I was doing my fishing show, and this was way back when.
Yeah.
Okay? They had a trade show. In fact, it was in Texas. I can't remember if it was in Houston or not. So,
Houston or Dallas, take your pick.
one of the two. I can't remember because it's like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I'm there trying to, get advertisers for Fishing Anyone. And I'm sitting down, and I'm by myself. So I'm sitting down having breakfast. And the booth next to me is a guy that I know, he's got a show. And he's got Purina dog chow guy sitting with him. And the Purina dog chow, he says to the Purina dog chow guy says to the other fisherman, well, how much do you want? And the guy says, about $80,000. Purina guy says, nah. He says, we don't do anything less than $125,000. I said I was choking on my breakfast. Now, that was a local fishing show. I shouldn't say local. It was a local filmed in Florida, but just like our show, it went basically all around. But they put it up on satellite, and then people would cherry pick it.
Yeah.
You might see it at 4 o'clock in the afternoon or 4 o'clock in the morning. You
Never know.
But anyhow, so dog food places, insurance companies, anything.
The normal commercials we see during football games.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is the price is right. So.
Wayfair.
Yes, anything. I mean,
Anything.
The thing is, what I'm a little disappointed in is they waited this long to talk to us about it because the season's coming up.
I know, it's coming up fast.
So we're going to do some wheeling and dealing and probably give away some things if somebody wants to do it. But they'll get the commercial, they'll get the board up that goes on the walls, the ones where the football players get whacked into it and all that. So we're going to call Shawn after we get done tonight, and we're going to find out if he's going to send us stuff or not, and then we can sit down and kind of see if we, what we can dig up.
It seems like whoever his marketing guy was has
Never
just
did anything.
missed the boat and is just drawing a paycheck.
Yeah, and if they had sent us stuff earlier, I mean, but again, they're worried about Crazy Johns, they're worried about the Predators.
Well, Shawn thought he had somebody working on it.
He thought he did.
Yeah, that's always the problem.
But other than that.
Alrighty, what you got next?
Well, did you want to know what I'm getting you for dinner?
Yeah.
Okay. You always bring in all sorts of weird things. Name a couple things you brought in for us to eat.
Well, we had a grilled cheese with candy corn.
Yeah, okay.
We had a hot dog with spaghetti.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
We had SpaghettiOs on a hot dog.
Yeah.
And then you and I had our hot dog with marshmallows in it.
Yeah.
And then we've had some hot
challenge.
sauce challenge.
So, I've been thinking about this all day. And I know that you are really ready for it. We're going to have turkey testicles.
No, we're not going to have turkey testicles.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're going to eat them. I'm not.
I ate the stuff you brought in.
I'm not eating anybody's balls, man. I didn't make you eat anything like that. Oh, gross.
Come on.
Oh, I had you eat a grilled cheese with candy corn. That's not anything close to somebody's balls.
No, you think a turkey is somebody?
Yeah, turkey testicles, bull testicle. I'm not eating anybody's testicles.
Bull testicles are called Rocky Mountain oyster.
You saw that shit on Facebook? That is gross, man.
Who put that up?
If Linda eats one, I'll eat one.
Who put that up?
Who put that up?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, well, you answered it.
I can't remember. I don't know.
That's how I found it.
I saw 3 or 4 people put it up.
Yeah, and then-
and after the first one, I don't answer it anymore.
I just thought I'd throw that out.
Oh, that's gross. Yeah. And what did I post? I had posted the guy throwing up.
Yeah. So we'll film that when you're throwing up tonight.
Yeah, okay.
All right. And again, that's twofold for you bragging how you beat me last week.
We did beat you pretty good, though.
I won the first game, and that was it.
So we're eating at Taco Bell tonight, or?
You'll be surprised. I'll tell you what. You're gonna really like what's being made. No, you are.
Okay.
And if you're not, I will be totally surprised.
All right.
Okay. I mean, I know what you like.
Not turkey testicles.
I was just a joke.
Oh, thank God. Okay, good. Okay, yeah.
Okay. So let's see. We had the commercial. Oh, this is going to be Mandy Rossmeyer talking. Now, this was about. Yeah, I lose track of time. I'm going to say 5 to 7 years ago.
Okay.
And
Who is Mandy Rossmeyer?
I was just going to explain it to you.
Well, explain it up.
Okay. Well, she has a turkey farm.
A turkey farm?
Yeah, and that's where we're getting the testimony.
No, Jesus Christ. Oh, Roby, I can't take it anymore.
Anyhow,
Beat me out.
her father was one of the biggest Harley dealers anywhere.
Okay.
And one of his shops was on Beach Street.
Well, he owned like a bunch of shops or one
had
big
3.
one?
He had 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Florida?
Pardon?
In Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyhow, Beach Street is the main street that everybody walks down. Well, I shouldn't say it's not the main street, but to get to the main street, you got to go by his store.
Right.
So every time back then, there was a big empty lot across from his store. And so vendors would set up there, and they give all sorts of stuff, including helicopter rides, which we sent Shawn up, and he almost fell out of the helicopter filming it.
Nice.
Yeah. The Velcro.
Oh,
He'll tell you that.
that would scare
That story.
That'll scare the crap out of you.
But anyhow, I mean, Boku money flew into Daytona because of that. He brought in Bo Diddley
Okay.
and just all sorts of big acts, and he put them all on. So the town fathers decided that they wanted more money. So they told him that they were going to start charging more for the trailer trucks to come in and the exhibitors to come in. And he said, you can't do that. You know, some of them make money, but not all of them. You just can't go in and just charge them, exorbitant amounts of money. So they said, no, we're going to do it. So he said, well, if you're going to do it, I'll pull out. And he bought this land. They got 150 acres, okay? In the meantime, he was on a charity ride. I want to say it was in Arizona, and he got killed.
Oh, man.
So then his family, his daughters basically took over. And this place has really it was huge. In the meantime, in the last, I'm going to say 2 years, it's been bought out, all right? And so they got a new owner and everything, but this is before they bought it out. So if you're ready, this is an interview, and we did it in their father's office that they set back up. So if you're ready,
I'm ready.
you got it.
Send it.
Well, today we're at Bruce Rossmeyer's Destination Daytona, and I'm with Mandy Rossmeyer Campbell. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You were nice enough to let us come over. It's about a week before Bike Week,
Yes.
correct? And everything's hustling and bustling around here. Can you give me a little history from Beach Street to where we are now?
Sure. My dad signed a 20-year lease on the building on Beach Street. So 1994 to 2014, we were in that building. He renovated it, he added on to it, he made it a beautiful building, and he tried several times, to my knowledge, to buy the building, and they wouldn't sell it to him. So when he died in 2009, we you know, it was business as usual, and just with the economy, and most of our business had gravitated up here to the store, to this store. So we decided to stop selling motorcycles there, just to kind of cut back and save some money, and the business just wasn't there. So we tried that for a while. Then we, for emotional and nostalgic reasons, we wanted to keep that.
Yeah.
Just because of my dad. That's where it all started. So we recreated his office. We put all, you know, all this stuff that's in here. We set it up just like he had it, and we made the store a museum store, and we sold T-shirts and other Harley Davidson stuff. Well, we did that for a while, and the business just wasn't there, and it was hard for us to say we're closing the store. But at the end of 2014, we fulfilled our commitment, and he would have closed it too. I mean, we had to think, what would he have done? And he would have closed it probably 5 years before we did. We're slow learners, you know, what can I say? So that store's closed, and everything's here. We have this location, Daytona Harley, here, and we have a store in New Smyrna, and we have a small little storefront on Main Street.
Outstanding.
That's open all year round.
Well, yeah, because most of the places on Main Street, they die out.
They do. We need to change that. We need businesses to be there all year round.
We've done some things with a couple of the bars there, and they're starting to, I think, realize that they all have to work together so that they can bring that back. But it is really, it's heartbreaking when you go down there and you see all the closed stores. You go through their bike week and everything's just packed full. But I've got to say, your dad had a dream, and it was a great dream. And when he built this place, it was like, wow. And, you know, we come here every year, and we sit here and we laugh and we have fun. And this is for everybody here. You know, we talk about travel and adventure. You don't need a motorcycle to come here. You just need to come here, and if you, right now in the parking lot's full of cars right now. Now, in Bike Week, they're going to move all of those cars out of there, and they're going to have vendors and stuff in there. But this is a great place just to come in. They got old motorcycles. You got like all the old, I'm trying to think of the one, the three-wheeler that used to be like the old police car.
Survey car?
The Survey, yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, you just got so much stuff in here that you could walk around here for at least 3 hours and not see everything.
Yeah, there is a lot to see. We have all of my dad's collection is upstairs. He always wanted a museum, and he used to say, you know, we call it the cage, where we were going to make the museum upstairs. It's kind of behind the scenes off the service department. He's like, this is going to be my museum. Would you get all these bikes out of here? And we're like, Dad. He's like, don't tell me I built this giant store and there's no room for my museum. So we kind of have an area set up right now. It'll be different during Bike Week, but on a normal day, you can go up there, and we have information about each bike. And the Elvis bronze statue that was made, that's back up there, and that thing is so heavy we've moved it from Beach Street to here. So we're getting it. Yeah, things are good.
I got to tell you, it's a beautiful place. We're in your dad's office, which was nice of you to let us in here. And when you look around the walls, you see all the great things. And he was great to charity. I mean, he did more charitable things than I can shake a stick at.
Yes.
So that was the nice part about him. He was a businessman, but he had a big heart, and he always helped everybody out. And that was really nice. Okay, so we know now you came from Beach Street, you're over here, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, this is the largest Harley shop in the United States or the world. I don't know which.
Well, we're still using that we are the largest Harley Davidson dealership square footage wise.
Okay.
But there is a larger one in Arizona.
We don't want to hear about that.
Yeah, I can't remember the name.
Me either. So we'll forget about that.
I seem to forget the name of that store.
That's good.
You've heard this story a million times where this idea started on a napkin. Well, we were at the Rec Bar on Main Street. I wasn't there, but I heard the story. He told it many times. We're on a napkin, and he drew out what he wanted to do. And he had two partners, and they came out and they bought this land. And this is what we have today. It's 150 acres. And the hotel that's on our property, Howard Johnson's, was a Howard Johnson's when I was little. So you get off at this exit when we come home, and it was always at Howard Johnson's. Now it's the pig stand. The barbecue restaurant is now where the lobby used to be, and the hotel was renovated. And Daytona Harley Davidson is the anchor of Destination Daytona.
Now, I do know this, and I'll tell everybody this. If you come during Bike Week, they have to have a tram take you around, because by the time this place fills up, you'll be way, way in the back. If you get here early, you might find a spot. If you're in a car, you're going to go way in the back. Is that correct?
Yes, we offer free motorcycle and car parking. We do have one specific area which will be limited this year. We have a record number of vendors for the 75th, 94 vendors,
Wow.
which is a record for us. So we're really excited about that, but it's less bike parking up front. I'm not sure what's going on with the guys moving all the motorcycles up, so
That's
it might be empty upstairs. Yeah.
That's part of the
Yeah.
deal. Okay.
I'll give you a quick tour.
All right. And it's Mandy, and her sister is Wendy, and she lives in New York City. And you have another sister. How many sisters?
There are 5 of us.
Wow. Okay. So there's Wendy, Mandy,
Randy.
Randy.
Yeah.
Okay.
My brother Will.
Oh,
You
okay.
can call him Willie, so he
Oh,
rhymes with everyone
okay.
else. And Shelly.
And Shelly. I got you.
So now if you go there, Ted Morris owns it. And
Ted Morris? Morris.
Yes. Now
Okay.
Morris, I don't know all the real details, but I think he's got a whole bunch of dealerships.
Okay.
Now that is his flagship. What do you call it?
Flagship.
Flagship store.
That cold of yours and calling it flagship, that's
Yeah,
what.
well, yeah.
Okay, so it would take a guy like that has many stores to handle that sucker.
Yeah.
Because that's got to just be, that's got to cost a lot of money.
But you and I went to a bunch of Harley dealers when we were on the road.
Right.
And most of them had pretty good sized dealers.
Or they did, but not like that.
Yeah, and you know, like Bumpus's.
Yeah.
Three brothers in Bumpus, they own one in each city. And
We didn't see the other ones, did we?
I did, you did.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't think of what.
We went to another place. Oh, but it wasn't a Bumpus. And remember they got mad at us because they thought we were selling a bike, trying to sell a bike in the parking lot. I said, no, we're not selling anything.
I can't think of the name. Remember, we ended up going across the state line or something.
We did. Yeah.
I can't remember where it was. Where were we?
Alabama?
It might have been in Alabama. I don't know, but I remember.
Mississippi? Yeah, whatever.
We went to that one place, and the sales manager wanted our trikes, but the other guy came out and went, "I'm too busy right now, and don't, you know."
Don't try to sell these in the parking lot. We're trying to make you a dealer.
We just pulled in, that's all. But anyhow, yeah. But I feel bad for the Harley dealerships for a couple reasons, and you and I both know. Number one, Harley is coming down, so is Indy. And anybody, same thing with Honda. In the Honda dealership, you can only sell Hondas.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. So, as a matter of fact, the guys in Chattanooga are opening up another store that's going to be
So they can sell
everything.
other bikes, yeah.
So the Harley,
Will they have Hondas in that other store?
I don't think they will.
I don't think they will either.
But, you know, in that case, they'll send them over. Now, that store in Chattanooga was big.
Yeah?
So,
That was a nice store.
yes.
Yeah.
So anyhow, Harley dealerships, they come in, Harley goes, you got to change your lights, you got to change the front, and they're making them do all of this changing, and it's kind of knocking out the nostalgia that the Harley people are used to. They're kind of making them like Apple stores.
Yep.
And it's
Everything looks the same.
Yeah, it's the same. And if you're a small Harley dealership, you're out of business.
Yeah, because you can't afford the big $10 million
Yeah.
franchise store.
And
Yeah.
all that. That's right.
I mean, Bumpus, he was even complaining because they wanted him to like $1 million changes to his store is beautiful.
Yeah.
Big.
But they wanted him to knock down with the concrete and put windows in.
And it was one of those concrete structured walls where you can't do that.
Yeah.
So it would cost a ton of money to have that stuff.
Well, as a matter of fact, he retired and gave the stores to his brothers.
I'm done.
I had enough.
I'm done.
So, nice guy.
I'll take my money and go.
So I'll just ride around town and do my thing.
Yeah.
But he took our trucks out. He liked them.
Yeah. That Honda dealer was so nice in Chattanooga. They had, he told us, 600 bikes in the store.
Yeah.
And plus he took us to the warehouse in the back. And it's just, as far as the eye can see, was just cases of motorcycles.
And four-wheelers. Now, remember what he said about COVID?
It's just like crates of motorcycles.
You remember what he said about COVID?
About what? COVID, yeah.
hit?
Exact opposite of everything else we heard.
Yeah. He didn't have any bikes.
Yeah.
He sold out and he couldn't get anything in. And then when COVID ended, he said they just loaded them in. And that's what happened to most of the dealers.
Well, most of our dealers, during COVID, they were getting a good supply, but then they just kept supplying us and just built it up.
Yeah.
But then the drought, it ended.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, they're all stuck with a mega inventory.
Yeah, big inventory.
Because the big sales have stopped because COVID was over.
Anyhow, the bike business is pretty interesting. And you got to have a big set to get in that business.
Yeah.
We won't have to worry about that.
Any business nowadays.
We got a commercial coming?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm getting hungry.
Let's do it. Ready?
All right, you ready?
Send it. Go, Proby.
Welcome to Cuccinella's Pizzeria. We not only do pizza, you should see everything that we have on the menu. You know what? You can get a great salad here. We can also do calzones. My buddy, he loves the lasagna. And guess what? We got the best garlic knots in town. And you know what else I have? Brownies. Stop in, see us. Oh, and you can come in and buy by the slice. The slice is $3. It's ready to go. We open at 11. Come on in.
All right.
Ready that time, buddy.
We're going to eat shortly.
Who's that?
What?
Well, you said turkey testicles. Now you said we're going to eat shortly.
Yeah, short testicles.
Who's shortly?
I'll take the big guy that has to go. Get the testicles and put them in a bag. What do you do for a living? I'm a testicle packer.
You keep this up and Proby is leaving. He's going to beam out of here.
Baby Trophy, someone doing it.
You know, if he beams out of here, that's going to freak us out.
Yeah, well, he likes it here.
He does like it here.
Yeah. He likes when you pick on him.
I don't pick on Proby. I like Proby. I pick on you.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Now, this next thing, and like I told you, we're going to start going up online. As a matter of fact, next week will be Triumph. I got some old Triumphs that I had. I'm going to go out and get some videos off of the internet of different bikes I own so people can see. I hate to say this, but let's see. 80. Take 17 from 80 is how many years I've been riding. And I can't figure that much out.
63.
63 years I've been riding. Wow. Anyhow. And I rode a whole bunch of different bikes. At one time, I bet you I had 5 bikes I had it was called a carriage house. And I had an old house that I lived in. It was 100-some years old, and in the back where they put the carriage and the horses and stuff.
Yeah.
It was full of bikes. And I used to race, so I'd have all sorts of different stuff in there. But one of the bikes that I had was a Norton Atlas. Now, I tried to find some footage on the Atlas, but I couldn't find the exact the one I had. But the Atlas is a great bike. It's like anything else. They ran their gamut and then ended up going out of business. I think they're coming back into business in England. I don't know if they'll come across the water or not, but we'll see.
It might be a while, but
It might be.
if it takes off in England, it'll come over here.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to let you hit it.
Okay.
And this guy, we'll listen to it, and then you'll get a kick out of this guy's accent and stuff.
I like the English accent, but just on the girls.
Okay, well, he's not the girl.
Oh, dang it.
Okay.
I'll let Proby hit it this time. Yeah,
Go, Proby.
Go it.
Right, here I am. Yeah, you won't believe what I'm on. No, look at this. Norton Commando 850. Oh, what a beast. Just got to remember, gears right hand side, 1 up, 4 down. Marvellous, can you believe it? What a treat. Oh, we're off. Oh, there we go. Well, what can I say? 30 mile an hour speed limit. What have we got? Oh, of course, we've got 2 round clocks. Yeah. And there we go. Oh, what a machine! Yeah, Norton Commando 850. It's just marvellous. I saw this before. It was in the shop, and I couldn't get to it properly to film it properly. But we've got it out now in this glorious weather, so you can see it in its full beauty. Yeah, this is 74, yeah. But it's not just standard. It's got a few extras. You can see from the carbs, the air filter, extra oil filter on it. It's just unbelievable. Steering damper in British Racing Green as well. Just sort of seems to suit it. There's a gearbox. Oh, look, it's got this. If we have a look, I just move that. Look, a Quaif. I've never heard of it before, but it changed it from a 4 to a 5-speed gearbox. Yeah. It's got a few little touches. Pipes. Those pipes sound marvellous. You just look at them, and you just know. The tail end is off an earlier bike. Yeah, that's sort of interstate or something like that. Doesn't it look wonderful? Look at the clocks. Yeah, green dot clocks. Do you remember those? I don't know if you will. But all these rubber mountings, if you look up underneath there, it's so that the engine can move in the frame, but you don't get any vibration. It makes it really smooth. Yeah, I think what we need, though, we need Stan to come and have a look at it and fire it up for us. Yeah, this is for sale. Yeah, if you're in the market and you want a Norton, a proper Norton, I'm on about. Yeah, this is for sale. Don't know how much. Should imagine quite a lot. I wouldn't have thought you'd get any change from 11,000, but let's be honest, that's 6 grand cheaper than the new one. Yeah, Norton need to look back at their history and get back to building something like this that they can sell at reasonable prices, that can be maintained. Anyway, I'm almost back. I know. I wonder if they'd notice if I just kept on going home. It's so smooth at these low speeds as well. Just a doddle to ride once you get your head round the gear lever on the other side and the wrong way around. Here we go. Oh, what a pleasure. What an absolute pleasure. There we go, find neutral. Don't know if the neutral light, oops, stalled it. But I'm in neutral now. Side stand is there. Oh, it's a big long one. Over we go. Let's have a little look at it. I mean, there you go. What can I say? Norton Commando 850. Oh, it's just wonderful, isn't it?
So there, I pulled that off of the YouTube. All year round motorcycling. The guy's out of England. You get a chance to go up and see some of the stuff. He's pretty interesting. I just couldn't ride in England. I couldn't drive a car in England unless it's parked. I'd be scared.
Yeah, we were talking about it during the thing in Europe and then in England. Their roads are different. Besides driving on the wrong side, when you're coming up to intersections, they got squiggly lines and stuff, and you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Unless you've been studying up on it or something, but I didn't know. We rode taxis and trains, and we let them do the driving, and it was just easier
When
that
I
way.
lived in the Virgin Islands, I told you about the accident I had in the Virgin Islands.
You probably did, but that was last week.
But anyhow, we tried to get Kevin to go to take golf lessons. So the golf course is way up in the freaking mountains. So I'm driving along. Well, they drive on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
And I forgot.
Oh, that's not good.
No. And I see this car coming down, and I'm thinking to myself, he better get over. Linda looks at me, she goes, you're on the wrong side of the road. Cost me $500 cash to get out of there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, but anyhow, I learned a lesson. Don't go up in the mountains. So.
Gee, believe me.
Now, this next clip, and this is going to be the end of our show tonight.
All right.
And it's quick. I probably should have put it in twice, so it would be a little longer. You know.
Quick is good when I'm hungry.
Well, you're right, and we're getting pretty close.
Well, it's 15 seconds.
So you better be ready.
So they don't have to suffer that long.
I'll tell you what, I won't put the sound down here, so you won't have to switch the sound.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Well, how am I going to listen to it?
You want to hear it?
Yeah, how am I going to listen to it?
Okay.
Okay, you ready? We can do it real quick.
All right, turn that sound off.
I'm going to turn this off and then I'll send it.
You ready? So that's it.
Oh my God. We were jamming, man.
Oh, we were into it.
We were jamming.
Yeah.
I don't even know what song we were playing, but whatever, didn't even matter.
There was a song?
There's somewhere in the background there was a song.
Okay, sounds good. All right, you ready to go up?
To eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, first you got to say goodbye.
Ah, shit.
I know. So, hey, everybody, two things. Number one, if you see something that you would like us to put up on the air, you can always go into the show and say, I'd like to see something about a bike, and we'll try to find it, and we'll put it up. Like I said, we're going to try to do some different things wait for the weather to break. We're going to do some things with my new bike, and hopefully we don't screw it up too much. And like Clyde said, he's afraid to cut the windshield, but I know he can do it. Even if we got to do it with like water picks or something, we'll get it.
I've got a water pick.
Good. We'll do it in your
That
bed.
would be better than Dremel tool.
Well, I mean, there's got to be people cut them.
We'll get on YouTube and find out.
Okay,
All
sounds
right.
good.
We can do
I
that.
got a windshield that belonged to the brand new one that they sent me by mistake for my Triumph.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a Triumph anymore, so I got a brand new windshield.
That'll fit on yours?
Well, after we cut it.
Okay.
I mean, and if it breaks, then we haven't lost anything because it didn't cost me anything.
Okay. It'll be trash material. I like
We're
it.
going to do it. And you know what?
What?
Maybe we'll bring Travis over just so he can make fun of us.
Oh, he would love that.
Oh, I'm sure he would. All right.
He's a working man now, though. He doesn't have time for us anymore.
Congratulations on that one.
Yeah, no kidding.
Are you ready to say your shout-outs?
Shout out to my dog Ruby and to Proby, who puts up with us, and to all my airborne brothers and sisters. And go.
All right. Well, my shout-outs to all the first responders. The Predators are getting ready for their first game. I asked Shawn to send me some information. He never did it. He's not too good of a GM if he can't get the stuff to us. We'll have to talk to him tonight. Congratulations to them because they're going to be on the NFL Network. Boy.
That's good for you.
I know. Other than that, to my family who puts up with all my garbage that I do, especially my wife.
Oh, especially.
But you know about that.
Poor Lyndon.
I know. Hopefully I'll get rid of this cold. To Willie and to Cooch and to everybody that came in for the birthday, thank you. Paul Cuccinello, thank you for hosting it over at your pizzeria. And you and I are going to go there one day and we're going to start eating there because he keeps saying, how come you guys don't come over and eat? So
He did say that.
Yeah.
I feel weird about it, but whatever.
we're putting this commercial on, so he looks at this and trade-off.
I know.
So all 6 people that get to see it, don't worry about it.
Oh, man.
So-
Thanks for your patronage.
Yeah. So if you're ready,
Okay, I'm ready. Are we doing this?
yeah, well,
We're out of here. That part.
yeah,
Okay,
that part.
I'm about to send it. Okay, join the adventure and enjoy the ride.
see you guys next week. Now you got it.
Catch CFTV North every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. So join the adventure and enjoy the ride. Check out Three Wheels and Us on Facebook and see what Clyde, Travis, and Hank are up to every week.